Welcome to the Abyss Tarot T.A.T. Today's pick a card is going to be Pumpkin Spice, Naughty, and Everything Nice. What do people say about you? So when your name gets brought up, what do people talk about? What do they say? Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at the piles. We're going to do 4 piles. You can pick by pile, crystal, candle, whatever you're drawn to, okay? So for pile 1, we have the Hocus Pocus Tarot. For pile 2, we have Tarot of the Unknown. For pile 3, we have the Shadowland Tarot, and for pile 4, we have the Villains Tarot. So go ahead, take a look at the piles. If you feel called to pick more than one pile, go right ahead. Timestamps will be down below, and I'll see you at your reading. Bye. Hi, welcome. So for those of you who chose pile number 1, the Hocus Pocus deck with the white candle and the blue stone, I always like to associate the piles with an element. And so for this pile, I've associated it with air. So it could be a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, okay? So we're going to go ahead and take a look. Pumpkin Spice, Naughty, and Everything Nice. And what is it that people say about you, okay? So let's go ahead and see what is it that people say about you, pile 1. Okay? Pile 1. I feel like right now what people are saying about you is that you've been going through some difficulties, but things seem to be improving now. It's like they see things are getting better for you. So whatever it is you were going through, they're saying, oh, pile 1, they were going through it, but now it seems like things are getting better. So let's see, okay? We have oh my gosh, the Wheel of Fortune. And I swear to you, in my mind's eye, I had the Wheel of Fortune. And I was thinking of saying that. I see like the Wheel of Fortune turning for you. And that is something that people have been talking about. Things are starting to move in your favor now. Wow. Okay, the Wheel of Fortune. We do have the fixed signs here. We have Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, and Leo here. So yes, that is something people are saying about you. We have the Ace of Lightning in the reverse, okay, which is the Ace of Swords. It is in the reverse. So maybe there's also some people that you're not talking to. It seems like you have cut off certain people. Like you cut them off. They didn't cut you off. You cut them off. Like you gave them the finger and waved goodbye. That's what I'm seeing here that people are also saying. And it seems like since you've done that, things are getting better for you. Okay, we have the Knight of Pumpkins in the reverse on the bottom. Could be in the earth sign. Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo that you might have cut off. Okay. Ooh. Okay. We have the Sun. Look at that Leo energy, beautiful energy. So definitely positive things here for you. People are definitely saying positive things are turning in your favor. And we have the 10 of Potions, the 10 of Cups, definitely family too. This could be family talking about you, and they're saying that your situation is improving, or people are saying that your family situation is improving. Oh, okay. We have the King of Pumpkins. Oh my goodness. The King of Pumpkins is the King of Pentacles. This is Capricorn energy. It could also be Taurus, Virgo, but things are definitely getting better for you. Also with finances, with your money, with your family situation. We have the Two of Candles in the reverse on the bottom. So you definitely made a decision to walk away from people. It looks like you were at a crossroads when you were having this difficulty, and you made the choice to cut off certain people. Also people that were like messing with you, like messing with, I feel like messing with your mind, almost kind of like being negative with you or saying negative things where they were putting like doubts in your head. And yeah, air element, the mind, right? So I feel like people or this person was like constantly almost like gaslighting you or messing with you mentally to where it was like affecting you. And again, I feel like people are saying that once you've cut this person or these people out, it's like your situation is improving. There's like more clarity with you now. Definitely more clarity. It's like a blindfold has been lifted off of you. It's almost like that Eight of Swords energy has been removed. Okay, so let's go ahead and get you some graffiti cards from my friend Raya's graffiti deck. Let's see. Let's get some. Okay. All right, let's start with this one first. Let's see, what is it that people are saying about you, pile one? Okay, we have mental health issues, 111. What was I saying about that exactly? It's like your mind was getting messed with. Okay, 111, inconsistent behavior, trauma, post-traumatic stress disorder, mood swings, and easily triggered. That is another thing that people are probably saying about you, that this situation or this person had given you like PTSD, right? It says post-traumatic stress disorder. They probably gave you PTSD, mood disorders, or you were just triggered with whatever conversations they were like telling you or saying things about you. Yeah, I definitely do feel that Eight of Swords energy, which is those mental blocks, that mental stress, and I feel like it's been removed, it's been lifted. Okay, extraterrestrial, 46 breaking down to a 10, which breaks down to a 1. And this card is 111. And then here we have 1 again. So that is 4 ones already so far. That is the card of your wishes being granted, wish fulfillment. Okay, out of this world, nothing like they have seen before. Okay, so that is the alien, extraterrestrial alien card. And to me, aliens, is always Aquarius, which is an air element. So you might be an Aquarius or an Aquarius moon, which I love Aquarius moon people. They're so different. They're like, yeah, like nothing you've seen before, like how the card says, like nothing you've seen before. And I feel like people are saying that about you. There's this quirkiness about you, almost to where it's almost like they want to say weird, call you weird, but like in a positive way, not like you're like a weirdo or anything like that, but like weird, as in you have these qualities about you that are different. Maybe you dress different, your look is different, your hair might be colorful. Like there's this differentness about you that does stand out, as if you were an ET here on Earth. And like I said, to me, that's always Aquarius energy. So you must be somebody that also that likes to think outside the box. And I feel again like you've been freed from that box. Like you are now like more open. Like you're yourself more now too, is what I feel like people were saying, as to where your communication with people was probably like more limited. I feel like you communicate, you express yourself more now. Okay. And we have this cute little doggy. He's dressed like Superman, and it says underdog, underestimated and overlooked. So this is something they're saying about you, that you have been underestimated and overlooked for too long. What number is this? 174. Okay, breaks down to the number, what, 12? Yeah. No, that breaks down to the number 2. Partnerships. 11, 12. That's 12, breaks down to 3. So that is communication, Mercury. Third house, Gemini's house, air element. Okay. We have 156 here with milking it dry. Takes or uses up everything from you or your situation. So yeah, so they do talk about you had somebody that was taking from you, that was using you. That was no good, right? Somebody that was definitely limiting you to a lot, but they were the ones taking. So this is, yeah, could have even somebody like taking your money, like making you spend your money on them. Okay, we have 208, breaks down to a 10, breaks down to a 1 with cold-blooded, closed off emotions, cuts you off, emotionally distant and cold-hearted snake. Cold-blooded, so somebody could have been very cold-blooded with you. Okay, and you definitely cut them off, like I said. And this is something that people are talking about. We have gold digger, oh my goodness, bloodsucker, exploiter, vampire, money grabber, and self-serving. So we have the gold digger card here, and then we have the card here with the milk. Somebody that was using you and used you to, like, their benefit. Wow. Okay. And we have bitter, 80, breaking down to an 8. Hard pill to swallow, painful to accept. So there was a lot of pain here for you, that it's almost like, again, you had the blindfold and you were basically, this person kept you kind of stuck, but you also allowed it, is what people were saying. And it's like almost like you had to be like, no more. Like, I'm not doing this anymore. Underestimated and overlooked. And that's what people are saying, like, here in this situation you were underestimated and overlooked. But they're also saying like you were like allowing it. You were allowing that treatment for yourself, and it's like you've said no more. globetrotter, adventurous, and jet setter. This is Sagittarius energy here. So yeah, you've definitely like this definitely changed up things. You know, you put on your backpack and left. So you probably left, walked away from this situation, this person, and you started off on a new adventure. Here we do have adventurous. What else are people saying about pile one? Difference is 38. One thing is not like the other. Difference, backgrounds, and status. So again, it brings me back to the alien card where you're very different. You're not like the other butterflies. You're a butterfly, but you're not like the other butterflies here. And also, you've transformed. Something has changed in you because the butterfly goes to a transformation. So that's what they're saying about you. There's a night and day difference between you now of how you were then and how you are now. And again, that alien Aquarius energy of just looking different, being more yourself, right? And we have 23, which breaks down to a 5, changes, choices, and challenges. It says in too deep, no way out, emotionally invested. And again, that is how you were. That is how they're saying how you were before. It's again, I feel that 8 of Swords energy. And it's like you had to remove yourself from it. And it's like now you're this Wheel of Fortune energy, that it started this whole process of like changing your life, changing your look, changing everything about you is different. Okay, let's go ahead and get from this other deck also Graffiti Volume 2. Okay, get you this deck. Okay, she has Graffiti Volume 1, 2, and 3. I only have Volume 1 and 2, but definitely looking forward to getting Volume 3. So go ahead and get yourself this deck. Gives a lot of tea. Ooh, okay, hold on. And we have clingy, 12 breaking down to a 3, codependent, latches on too soon, doesn't give others any space, wanting others to fix their issues. Here with this clingy, it has a little dog on it, which here, this card over here also has that little dog, but he's a superhero. He's the underdog. And so here again, we're going back to them saying, 12 breaking down to a 3, again, third house communication. So maybe they're seen as the way you communicated or the way you said things or the way you didn't say things, but they felt like you were too clingy, like you were too attached because again here with this card into deep, emotionally invested. So it's like you became codependent here. You became codependent on somebody and then you end up becoming the underdog and being overlooked. So people could talk about your relationship status. That is one thing that I feel like gets talked about the most, is your relationship status or the way you had a relationship status, because now it's like now they're looking at you in a different way. Okay. And look, love language 180 breaking down to a 9, the number of completion. Love language discovered, understanding how to express and receive love. Exactly. Finds key to your heart, unlocking secret code. So it's like your love language has definitely changed from having been, this clingy energy of being the underdog, of being unnoticed, underestimated, overlooked. It's like you've changed it to where now you're noticed, now you're looked. Ooh, okay. Another card on the floor. Oh, it's 2. Okay. We have home run here. Number 8. 8 again, number of abundance. Hitting it out of the park. Grand slam. Strength and power. Getting around safely and success. Exactly. It's that Wheel of Fortune energy that they're like, now you've hit a home run. You might be in a new relationship with somebody. And one thing they talk about is the difference, again, of night and day, how it was previously with somebody, how they treated you, how they, basically brought you down, and how it is different here with this person. It's completely different. And if it's not a new person, then it's just you with the way you are with yourself and what you accept and what you don't accept. And then we have the bubblegum phase, number 1. Not caring, nonchalant, easily breakable, fragile ego, blowing shit up, and not giving an F. So here with the bubblegum phase, it's like, I don't care. It's like, it's just that phase of like, I don't care. So again, it's like, you don't care to please this person, to be their everything, to, you know what I mean? It's like, you're like, if I'm, if I'm going to make them happy, I'm going to make them happy with me being me, and not because I feel like I have to change or be a people pleaser or do something like that. This is about you being you. Okay. What else are people saying about pile 1? Pumpkin spice, naughty and nice. What are people saying about pile 1, please? What are people saying about pile 1? And like again, I feel like this might be family who's saying these things about you, who notice these, you know, these changes, this progress basically in you, and they see a strength in you that before it says easily breakable, as to where before they saw you as somebody that could break easily with certain comments or certain things, that it made you break. It made you mentally break. And then we have the pills here, right? So it's like they saw you as somebody that was fragile before, and now they see you as somebody that's like, I don't care, I'm strong, I don't care. You have that self-love, and that is your love language. And also with yourself, the strength. You're that King of Pentacles. Oh my gosh, we have the social butterfly. Are you kidding me? Where's that other butterfly? Look, we have the butterfly card over here that says differences. One thing is not like the other, different background and status. And then we have this butterfly here. It says social butterfly. Thriving in social circles, enjoys interacting with others, popular, charming, ease in social settings. See, again, there's a transformation. You're a different butterfly from what you were before. You're a different butterfly from the rest, and also from how you were previously. Again, that's something that they talk about. There's a comparison here of how you were then and how you are now. Look at that. There was a difference here, and now you're the social butterfly. Look at that. Oh my goodness. I love that for you. Okay, what else are people saying? I thought it was going to be like gossipy, and yours is good. I'm liking that. Okay, I'm liking that they're talking about like all the positive changes for you. I mean, they definitely do bring up the bad things and the negative things you've gone through, but they're bringing it up as in a comparison of like the good and what the positive change that they see in you, the strength that they see in you. I mean, you got the Sun card here. I mean, come on, they see you in a positive way. Ooh, my King of Cups got knocked over. Okay. All right, let's see. We got a lot of cards. Okay, we have that sinking feeling here. Okay, 166. Bad hunch about someone proves true. Okay, so they were saying there was a bad hunch about somebody that proved them to be true. And again, it's like you had that blindfold on where you didn't want to see things. Sense of dread or anxiety, worrisome realization, and foreboding. That's definitely something that they talk about, that they saw that happening for you. Okay, and then we have 167, abandoned goals. Something you've worked hard on is falling apart, letting dreams gather dust, change, and priorities. Again, this is something, when they bring up these negative things, though, they bring them up because they're saying there's a difference now. There's a change now, right? You know, you went from being this weird, awkward butterfly to being this social butterfly. So that's why they bring it up. Toxic cycle, 168, repetitive negative pattern in your life or relationship, difficult to let go or cut off completely, again because it's like at that time you were like, no, I'm in too deep, I've been with this person too long, I've known this person too long, and I'm not about to leave when I'm too emotionally invested in this. There's a toxic cycle. And we have waning interest with 169. I'm like, didn't we do this card already? Know that we had 168. Look, and 169 here. Relationship is losing its spark, fading flame, gradual loss of enthusiasm or commitment. So this is it. Like that light went out in your heart. And it's like no matter what about feeling like you were into deep, you still realized you had to let go, you know? You were, because you were that underdog, you were underestimated and overlooked by this person. And again, the Wheel of Fortune being your first card out, that really does say on how they notice, oh come on, on how they notice all the positive changes that you've made, that you've worked on, and that are happening for you. But these things didn't just happen like magic. I mean, these are things that you've worked on and that they are saying that they know that you've worked on these things. You know, this was a hard pill to swallow. This was painful to accept. Again, I feel that Eight of Swords energy where you didn't want to see things. You were blinded, or you made yourself blinded to situations. But it's like once you did, once you took that step, it's like you got the wheel of fortune moving in your favor. Okay. Um, anything else? No, I think that's it. Let me get you a charm actually. Let's get you some quick little charms real quick. Let me just get like 2 or 3 little charms for you. Okay, we have the letter E. Somebody's name can start with an E. We have the little counting thing, like where you can count money. We have the heart for love. And we have second chakra, sacral chakra here. So you've definitely been working on yourself. And then we do have love. You've been working on your self-love. You've been counting, right? There's a counting here of different changes that you've made, counting just the different situations. And here with the love and the second chakra, I feel like you are in your power, you are in your energy, and this is something people are talking about as to where maybe you were more low key or maybe more drained or maybe not doing as much. It's like people are seeing you be active more, participate more, talk more. Maybe you're going, you know, out with people on outings or going for a walk or going to dinner. It's like you're more alive now here with this second chakra here. I feel like they see a change in your confidence, and you're just like you're more present is what I'm feeling here as to before maybe your light was a little dimmed out. Okay. All right. Well, that's all I have for you, Pile One. I hope this message resonates, and I'll talk to you later. Hi, welcome, welcome, welcome. So for those of you who chose pile number 2, Tarot the Unknown, and the orange candle and this orange crystal here, I always like to associate the piles with an element. And so for this pile, I've associated it with earth. So it could be a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, okay? So we're going to go ahead and take a look. Pumpkin spice, naughty, and everything nice. What is it that people say about you? So we're going to go ahead and take a look. And what is it that people say about you, okay? What's something they talk about? I I am getting the feeling that I'm getting very like water vibes actually too. I'm getting Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer vibes here. So maybe you're a water sign or have water in your chart or you're an earth sign. But I'm getting water vibes, and it's a very like you feel things very deeply. So it's like the water signs. You feel emotions very deeply. And I'm also getting that people like say that you're the way you connect, I guess, it's almost like very intensely and almost like obsessive too, is what I'm getting. Almost like you're mine, or whatever it is, you're very you're definitely going to be there for those that you care about, those that you consider part of your family, your soul tribe, those you care about, you are definitely going to stand up for them. You're definitely going to have their back. But I feel a very, like people say, you're very like intense, very strong in how you how you feel. But let's go ahead and see what is it that people are saying about you, pile 2. This one wants to come out. We'll just take a look at it. We have the 6 of Wands, fire energy, Leo. It is the card of victory. So I do feel like they say that you're somebody that gets what they want. It's like you go after it and you get it. Okay, so we have the 7 of Cups here in the reverse, Pisces energy. We have the Queen of Wands in the reverse, fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sag. Okay, what else? And we have the Moon, Cancer, Pisces. Okay, definitely. 2 water cards here with the Queen of Wands in the reverse in the middle. So I do get that people say that you're also somebody that you don't like to be in the spotlight. You're a little more secretive. The Queen of Wands, she's very fiery. She's very, go getter, very up in the front type of energy. She's that sun energy, right? Very up in the front, likes the attention, likes all that. But with it being in the reverse, I feel like you're somebody that hides a little more. You're a little more shy. And with the moon next to it, the moon hides things, right? It doesn't reveal them. So I feel like people feel like you're somebody that does kind of um, doesn't show your hand. You don't show all your cards. You kind of hide things. You're kind of secretive. Here with the 7 of Cups in the reverse, also, it's kind of like even in what you're going to do, you kind of don't reveal it until you're actually made the decision to do it. So it's like people might say like, "Oh, what are you going to do about I don't know where you're going to go to school?" and you might already know in your head where you're going to go to school, but you're like, oh, I don't know, I'm just kind of still looking around, oh, I'm not sure yet. But you don't actually tell them until you're actually like in the school and enrolled and you started your class and that type of thing. So it's like that type of energy where people are like, we don't really know too much. You don't really kind of like reveal too much. You kind of keep those things under wraps about yourself. I also feel like people find you to be very attractive, but it's almost at the same time like it, they feel like you don't fit in with them at times. So it's kind of like almost like that dark, mysterious type look or vibe about you. So maybe you have like that goth look or the darker aesthetic with the the darker hair, darker makeup, darker clothes, that type of style too. But I am getting the feeling like people find you very attractive, but at the same time, it's almost like that doesn't fit in with them. Ooh. And we have the Ace of Wands in the reverse. Interesting. Yeah, they definitely find you attractive, but at the same time, they feel like you wouldn't fit in with them or you wouldn't be like the right partner for them. But they would want to, do something else with you, but just not relationship wise, I guess you could say. They would just want to maybe hit it and quit it. That's what I'm getting here. So we have 2 fire and 2 water cards. One more, please. Okay. Oh, and we have the Tower in the reverse. Fire and water with this, okay? Because it is Aries, fire, and Scorpio, water. And Scorpio is fire and water also. And we have Mars energy in the reverse. So you've gone through things. So this is something that people talk about too, that you've gone through some things. And we have the Ace of Axes in the reverse on the bottom. And we have the Ace of Wands in the reverse too. So we have these reversals here. Um, People might also talk about you not having luck in like relationships with partners, because again, I do feel like you're somebody attractive, but at the same time, it's like people don't want a relationship. It's almost like they feel like you don't fit with them, or you're just, I don't know, it's something here, something about like not fitting in. Um, and it's like they just want to maybe have that good time with you, that fling with you, that type of energy, but not to like have something serious here. And you've definitely gone through some breakups, like you've definitely gone through some heartache with people that have like used you, and you thought it was going to be something further, a relationship long term, and they just decided, no, that's not what I wanted. It's not, whatever. A bunch of BS is what I'm getting here. So people definitely do talk about like mm, you not having luck in that way. But you definitely being somebody that's very strong. And again, it's like when you care about somebody, you care about them and you have their back. Again, whether it's a family member, a relationship, a friendship, whatever it is, people know that you have their back. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. I'm kind of, I don't know why I'm remembering this one girl when I was in elementary. She was like a Christian. She was like a super Christian, I don't know. And she wore like the really long dresses like to her ankles, like nothing was exposed. She wore her glasses, her hair always like in a kind of a ponytail, but part of her hair down too. She didn't have her neck exposed. She was very, very like super Christian, and she got kind of like bullied a lot or picked on a lot by other kids. And I remember somebody telling me, coming up to me and telling me like, oh, whatever the Christian's girl name was, oh, she's telling people not to mess with her because if they do, you're gonna go beat them up. And I was like, what? Huh? Like what? I'm gonna what? Like, and they're like, yeah, she's telling people not to mess with her because, like I said, she got like picked on and bullied for the way she dressed, her look, very, very religious. I didn't really talk to her or anything. I didn't mess with her. I was like, whatever. But anyway, so she was, I guess, going around telling people to stop messing with her or picking on her because if they did, I was gonna go beat them up. And I was like, what? Like, how she get me involved in that? But again, I get the vibe that she felt like I was very like solid, I guess, as in like standing up for people or having like people's back that I cared about. So I guess she kind of made the image or made it look like I had a friendship with her, and because people knew me and they knew that I was going to have your back if you're my friend. So I guess they figured, oh, if she's friends with her, then I guess she's going to have her back, like that type of thing. So that's what I'm kind of replaying here. I'm looking at these cards, so it's like I kind of get that energy from you, like you're somebody that people know that you're going to have their back. So it's kind of like oh, don't mess with the with the super Christian over there because that's pile two's friend, and pile two will go beat you up. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like people say that about you. Okay, but let's go ahead and get you some cards. Let's get you from my friend Raya's Graffiti deck, Volume 2. I have Volume 1 and Volume 2. There's also Volume 3 I don't have, but I'm hoping to get soon. Go and get you these decks. These are great decks for spilling the tea. Okay, so let's see. What are people saying about you, Pile 2? What are people saying about you, Pile 2? Woo, okay, fell right on my lap, so we will take it. Oh, we have 185, Nostalgic Trap. Yearning for the past, preventing growth, only remembering good memories and dismissing the bad. Oh my gosh, yes, and that is what I was kind of feeling with this Seven of Cups in the reverse. Um, kind of like again, it's that almost like an obsessiveness over people, but not, but yeah, so it's kind of like you um thinking of the past, of the the good qualities of people, of remembering the nice and not so much the bad here, dismissing the bad. Hmm. Okay, giving it all you got. 223. One last big try, maximum effort and energy towards a goal, not holding anything back. Again, this is your energy, like I said, like you go all in, you give it all, you give it all to the people that you care about, you don't hold back. Okay, we have 218 with upgrading, getting or doing better than before, not allowing others to treat you as less than. Yeah, another thing too, like I said, I feel like here it's almost like people find you attractive, but it's almost like the connection with you, they don't feel it. So then they will only use you or use you for, for what they need, those needs, urges they have or whatever. And it's kind of like, oh, you only want to talk to me, at night and to come over, like that type of thing. Getting or doing better than before. Not letting others treat you as less. Yeah, exactly. You're no longer taking that. Okay. Whoop. And we have 183, the mask slips. Facade of happiness crumbles to reveal discontent, true self, or feeling exposed. Also, I feel like here with this card saying feeling exposed and the mask coming off, I feel like people say that you don't like to expose yourself. You don't like feeling exposed. You don't like to reveal yourself. Again, you're not somebody that reveals your whole deck of cards, what your hand of cards is. You like keep it under wraps. You keep it under low. And this is something that people talk about, like, well, what is pile two like really? We know they go hard for those they care about. But what else about them? Like, what else can we know about them? And I mean, look at her. She's very beautiful, right? But she kind of has the horns and the smile, kind of devilish, right? So again, I do feel people have this feeling about you where they find you attractive, but it's something about your look, more darker, more mysterious, that type of energy. Okay, we have 188, Cosmic Nudge. Push from the universe guiding you towards your destiny. Oh my gosh, such a cute card. These are like leaves, but they're all actually birds. They're little birds flying into her window. And she's by herself. She's kind of hiding out by herself. So again, it's like people might see you as somebody that is spiritual, and there's a lot about you that they don't understand. It's like there's a lot of mystery here about you that they again they find you to be like different and mysterious and maybe spiritual too, and they don't understand you. Like, this kind of gives me hermit energy, Virgo, which is an earth sign. So it kind of gives me Virgo energy of people not understanding you or your beliefs. Again, you kind of being different or standing out different from the rest of them. Everybody else might look like that super Christian, and you're the one that has this different look about you, this different aesthetic about you. Okay, we have 230 with correct change. Exchange is precise. Everything aligns seamlessly. Every piece fits into place without extra or missing parts. So oh my gosh, everything fits into place, but for you, it's like they're saying it's almost like this change, right? They're saying this change doesn't fit in with us, but for you, you fit in with you. Like, you're right where you need to be and how you need to be. Okay, we have stale relationship. Takes things for granted, feels trapped in a monotonous connection, needs to add spark into the connection. Stale relationship. Takes things for granted, feels trapped. I do feel like people might feel like you feel this energy. They might talk about like this might be your energy, how she's just sitting there by herself looking out the window. Like people might say that maybe you feel trapped, which I don't think that's the case, but I think maybe some people are perceiving you like that because again, you're not sharing, you're not opening up, you're not engaging with a whole group of people. You got it more like low key, low profile type energy, and they're like, "What's up with that?" They must feel stuck. They must feel, you know, like they have no spark, needing that spark. And again, it's like you have that spark, but it's not for everyone. You're more hidden. You're more you're more like reserved about it, like you conserve it, and because it's not for everyone. Okay, we have 182 with Sun Coast fallacy. Stays in situation that's no longer beneficial, not admitting it's over, holds on tight for nothing. And again, like I said, I feel like they know you have people's back, and maybe they say that you've been around people or had people's back that didn't have your back. You were rolling for people that wouldn't roll for you. And that's something here that they've talked about too, that people say that you've been with people that you should not have been around. Here with this Ace of Wands in the reverse, yeah, that you've definitely been around people you shouldn't have like continued to give your energy to. Okay, now let's go with volume 1 and see what else we get. Okay, that was fast. We have differences. Oh my gosh, pile 1 also had this card. One thing is not like the other. Different background and status. Again, it's like that. It's like that Queen of Wands in the reverse, where the butterfly is so beautiful, right? But they see it as different. It's different from the other butterflies. And again, this is you. This is your energy. Very beautiful, but very different from the other butterflies. Like I said, the other butterflies might have a very um, Christian look, like the skirts to the ankles, like that girl, and you might have this darker look. So it's like again, you're very different from the others. Ooh, okay. We have 27 breaking down to a 9 with controlling. The toxic key to your mind watches your every move. This is very controlling, and here it is a lock and key. So again, it's like people know that you keep everything under lock. Everything's very controlled for you. So again, you're not somebody that just goes and is like, "Blah, blah, 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 this is my information. Let me share it with you." You're very controlled about what you share and who you open that heart and key to. I feel like people are very nosy around you, and it's kind of like the more you're reserved, the more you're holding in. It's like the more they want to crack you open. Okay, we have 43 with irresponsible, careless, and unreliable. It looks like a Pokemon ball. My nose is itching now with you, Pile 2. Wow. Careless and unreliable. I don't feel like this is your energy. You might feel this for others. You might see other people like this, or people might think you see them as that. And that's why you're so in control of yourself and who you open up to because you don't trust them. They're careless and unreliable. So people might be like, maybe pile 2 doesn't tell me everything because they don't think they can trust me. They think I'm irresponsible. They think I'm going to be careless with what they say or share. So they might be thinking that you're thinking that of them because I don't feel like this is your energy or that they're saying it's your energy. It's almost like they're projecting that you're seeing them like that. Okay. This one wants to come out. Stranger danger. Okay. Online competition. Someone you don't know personally is watching you. Oh, wow. Okay. So we could have people talking about you that don't even know you. Could even be online. Like if you have a social media account, profile, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, whatever those accounts. Yeah, they might be judging you and talking about you without even knowing anything about you. Competition, online competition. So they see you as competition. Oh, this card came out. Gold digger. Oh, Pile 1 also had this card. Bloodsucker, exploiter, vampire, money grubber, and self-serving. So it might be this person or these people online with a stranger danger that might see you as somebody that is out to just make money or, want money or whatever. However they're perceiving you online. Obviously, that's not you, but that's how they're... Ooh, oh my gosh. Okay, hold on. All the cards fell. Ah, oh my goodness. Uh-uh. Oh my gosh. Too many. Oh, look at these cards over here. Okay. Too many cards fell. We got Bloodsucker too, look, coming out. This card to me always looks like Bailey Sarian. I don't know if you watch Bailey Sarian on here, but this card doesn't it look like her? It says bloodsucker, energy vampire, depriving you at your own expense. I mean, look how beautiful she is, and we know Bailey Sarian is absolutely beautiful. If you watch her on here, if you don't know who she is, she does her makeup. Well, she does murder mystery makeup Mondays. So she does her makeup on Mondays while she's telling you a murder mystery. And yeah, she's online. So again, people might be perceiving you online a certain way, right? Again, as a gold digger, bloodsucker, just somebody that that is like a clout chaser, trying to use people for your benefit. But I think that's also them coming from a place of jealousy because, again, people see you as very attractive. I mean, look at the gold digger, too. She's beautiful. So, here with this Queen of Wands in the reverse, I do feel like people look at you like you're very attractive, but at the same time, they're very judgmental of you or how you dress or what you like or what you say. And again, even like Bailey Sarian, who does the murder mysteries while she's doing her makeup. And I know a lot of people are like, why is she doing her makeup while she's talking about serious issues? Well, because she can, So, oh my gosh, and this card was on the floor right now. This one had fallen right in front of my foot. Disappearing acts. Now you see them, now you don't. Okay, so here with the disappearing acts, so maybe they say that you disappeared, right? That you disappeared, that you're around 1 minute and then you're gone the next. And again, it does kind of go with this moon card here. It's like people don't know about you or don't know what you do. You kind of, you're kind of a ghost in certain situations where you do a disappearing act. And it's like they don't know about you. They want to know more. They want more revealed about you. But again, it's kind of like they're just left to their assumptions and their perceptions on how they want to see you or talk about you because there's a lot about you that they don't know. You're not somebody again that spills all your tea, you know? All right, let's go ahead and get you a few charms here. I'm just going to go ahead and get you a few charms. Okay. Oh, we have the sucker, and look, we did have the blood sucker. So people, sucker. Okay, the lollipop, sweet. We have the baby bottle here, so maybe they say that you act like a baby, like childish, or you have a baby. Maybe that's something that they talk about. Maybe you have a baby or children. We have the letter E. Okay, we have this elephant head here, which is very much connected to wisdom. It's also connected to feminine ancestors. So yeah, you're somebody very smart too. That's one thing also they talk about it is like you're somebody very intelligent, and you definitely do have a lot of that feminine energy. You might not even be a female, but you do have a lot of that feminine energy about you. There's that something about you that connects here with the female energy. We have this little fairy on the moon, and again, it's like the moon here again, right? It's with the fairy, they're so magical and mysterious. And then with the moon, there's so much unknown about you. It's like people don't know about you. And what is this? We have a kangaroo here. Wow. I don't think anybody's ever I've ever pulled a kangaroo for somebody. So the kangaroo, you definitely come out swinging. Like I said, you come out swinging very strong for those that you care about, those that you love. You definitely come out swinging. Um, this is a nurturing energy too. It's a very stand up energy, very stand up and fight energy, but it's also a very nurturing energy. Definitely like that. Wow, I don't think I've ever pulled a kangaroo. Okay, and then we have this weapon here, this other weapon. So people do see you as somebody. Look at this. You're loaded. You're a loaded weapon here. So yeah, so they again, it's like there's power here in this, right? And there's power in you. So this is how people see you. They see you as they're like pile two is a pistol. They see you like pile two is a pistol. Do not come for them or for the ones they care about. They see you as a pistol. There's a lot of different opinions here about you. Obviously there's a lot of people, but there's a lot of different opinions here about you. And there's like, let them all think whatever they want to think, because again, at the end of the day, they don't really even know you as much as they want to talk. They don't really know who you are. You're a mystery to these people. All right, pile two, that's all I have for you. I hope this message resonates, and I'll talk to you later. Hi, welcome, welcome, welcome. So for those of you who chose pile number 3, the Shadowland Tarot, I always like to associate the piles with an element. And so for this pile, I've associated it with water. So you could be Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, okay? This is actually my second time trying to record this video. The first time I got interrupted and I just decided, you know what, I'm going to scrap it, redo the whole thing. But in what I had recorded so far in that one was that I was getting that people talk negatively about you. Um, I also get like that people have used you, but then turn it around and talk about you in a way to make it look like you use them. So it's like they play the victim where they're the victim and you're the villain. So I was getting that vibe in that reading, but like I said, we're scrapping it. We're going to go restart the whole thing. I'm also getting here that people talk about your like financial issues or your financial struggles, that uh, basically they do like deep dives. They dive in into like all about your life, maybe even like your love life. But I get also that it's mainly like people talking about like your finances and things like that. Okay, but let's go ahead and see. Pumpkin spice, naughty, and everything nice. What do people say about you, pile 3? Let's see. Okay, we have the Emperor here, Aries energy. Interesting, okay. Boss energy. Maybe even your boss talks about you. Or people might talk about your relationship with your boss. We have the Seeker. Oh, hold on, there's a card on the floor. Okay, we have the Six of Swords and we have the Seeker, which is the Fool. Very interesting. So it's like you're moving on, starting new here from this boss energy here. So maybe people are talking about like maybe you've lost your job or left your job to go look for something else, something better. Maybe you moved away from your job. Maybe it was too far. So you've been looking for something else. But again, I feel like the main issue that people talk about is like your finances. And again, here we are getting like the boss energy and leaving the job and looking for something new. It goes with that. It's like they're saying you're looking for like a new beginning, or yeah. And then on this Seeker, he's actually holding a bag. Like he doesn't have his head. The head is kind of like hanging out the bag. So it's like some people say you've lost your head, you lost your mind, you done lost your mind about things. You done lost your mind about this job. Or maybe they say that you think you're like the boss of everybody, or at work you're bossy. But again, I feel like this is like money and work related type stuff that people say. Let me get 2 more, please. We do have Aquarius also. We have Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra here. Also getting that people are saying like you're too busy. Like maybe you're too busy to talk to them. 7 of Pentacles, look at that, putting in the work. Yeah, that you're too busy putting in the work at your job or looking for a job or something like that. But they're almost saying like you're too busy. And then here we have the 7 of Pentacles, Capricorn energy. Could also be Taurus, Virgo, with you putting in a lot of work, maybe putting in a lot of hours, or you're like trying to start this new job here, this, with the Seeker here. It's like you're trying to start something new. You're working on a new project. You're working on something new here. These plants here in the 7 of Pentacles almost remind me of the plants from Little Shop of Horrors. Little Shop of Horrors. That could be a movie you like, or it could have to do with like a flower shop, or working at a shop or opening a shop. Okay, then we have the 3 of Swords, Heartbreak. These are too many cards. Let me get one more. Okay, and we have the 7 of Wands. Wow, so we have another 7 again. We have the 7 of Pentacles, and we have the 7 of Wands here. I feel like oh, my throat wants to close with your pile. I feel like people say that you're too defensive when you get asked things about like your relationship or your previous relationship or your heartbreak, because we do have the 3 of Swords, which represents that heartbreak, that heartache. So it's almost like people want to know, and it's like when they ask you, it's almost like they're upset that you don't want to give them all kinds of answers, to their nosiness. So they're like saying that you're like defensive about it. And here, yeah, with the Seeker and the 3 of Swords here crossing each other, it's like, yeah, people are saying you've lost your mind, or lost your mind over this heartache or this person or this situation. It's like they say you're defensive and don't want to answer things, but it's like, why should you answer their questions? Why the interrogation, right? It's like they're like upset that you're not letting them be nosy. Okay, so let's go ahead and get some cards. This is my friend Raya's Graffiti deck, Volume 2. I have Volume 1 and 2. There's also a Volume 3. Go ahead and check out her decks. I'm going to have her shop in my description if you want to go ahead and click on that link so you can look over all her amazing decks, okay? All right, so let's see. Open 24/7. Look at that. Being available at all time, no rest time, restless energy, feels the need to be there for others. Yeah, so again, it's like they're saying you're putting in a lot of work. You don't have time for them. You don't talk to them. You're always working. You're always busy. And here with this, it's like, no rest time. It says no rest time. And so I do feel like this is what they're saying. Like they want you to be available to them, open 24/7. They want you to be available to them. And you're like, I ain't running a 7-Eleven here, to be available to answer all your questions and be there on your beck and call. And again, this with like a store, and like I said, kind of reminds me a little shop of horse. So maybe like something about you working at a store or a shop or opening one or something like that. Okay, what else do we have for pile 3? Ooh, okay. All right. Okay, it says 219 bootleg, fake copy of something better, cheap and unvaluable, second best, not quite good enough. Wow. It says Mike instead of Nike, instead of the N, it's an M. So bootleg. So they're saying that you're doing something that's like imitating somebody, or it's fake, or you're being fake about what you're doing. Wow. Very judgmental, right? They're like saying something about being a copy and not being the best, being the second best. So again, it's like they're saying you're not good at it, or you're not succeeding at it, or maybe that they just feel better than you, honestly. This one wants to come out. Messy breakup. Oh, wow. And like I said, we do have the 3 of Hearts here. And it's like they want to know all about it. They want to know all about this breakup. So 92. Messy breakup. Separation characterized by conflict. Not clean or straightforward. Lingering drama. Yeah, these people definitely want the tea on what happened. Why the breakup. Why the moving on. Why this. Why that. It's like they really do want that tea. And they're upset that you're not giving it to them. So they're like, how dare you not fill us in on us being wanting to be nosy? How dare you? How dare you not let us be nosy, right? Oh my goodness. All right, let's see what else we have. What else are people saying about pile 3? Pumpkin spice, naughty and nice. What are they saying about pile 3? Oh, this messy breakup card wants to kind of come off the table. Yeah, lingering drama. There's definitely drama over it and people wanting to know. Okay. Okay, we have time zone troubles with 194. Complications arising from different schedules, disconnections, and miscommunication. Yeah, so here with the Six of Swords, like I said, maybe you moved far away, for your job or to get a job or whatever this was, but it's like you moved for better reasons, to have something better, and you might have moved away from these people that are talking about you, that want to know all your business. Time zone troubles. So yeah. Okay, so let's go to volume 1. Let's go to volume 1 and see what volume 1 has for us. Okay. We have 60 with Evil Eye. They put a spell on you, but you're protected. Interesting, because I was feeling that energy. I was feeling kind of like witchcraft energy, like maybe somebody has done something to you, or maybe they feel like you cast it on them. But here, definitely, with it says they put a spell on you, but you are protected. So I definitely do feel that. That could also be part of your troubles. And like I said, I feel like it's mostly financial troubles and what people talk about. And you could have had somebody also, do some type of spell work on you, so that you would have troubles, whether it's love, finances, or everything in between, right? But I do kind of feel that energy here with you too. So maybe getting yourself a cleansing would help. Maybe like those cleansing baths. Do a couple of them, just maybe three a month or something like that, or whatever you feel comfortable with. But I would definitely do something like that because I was feeling that. So that was confirmation. Okay, we have 208 with cold-blooded. Close off emotions, cuts you off, emotionally distant, and cold-hearted snake. Yeah, so again, I feel like, and it does talk about being cut off and emotionally distant. So again, I feel like maybe you have moved or somebody has moved, but I do feel like an actual physical distance, not just emotional distance, but I feel physical distance, as like we don't live nowhere near each other. Um, so with this, like I said, I felt like people are making you to be the villain when maybe they've done things to you, but they play the victim. This is somebody or people that play the victim, and they're saying that you're so cold blooded and that you've done this and you've done that, but it's really them. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. I'm like, will you hear that? Somebody outside talking really loud. Okay, so we have 80 breaking down to an 8 with bitter. Hard pill to swallow and painful to accept. Yeah, some people might even be saying that you're bitter about things, and that's why you don't want to talk to them, or you don't want to talk to them about this heartbreak, this breakup, whatever this is. So they're saying, oh, Pio 3 is just bitter. That's why they don't tell us. No, you don't tell them because you don't want everybody to know your business. Okay, we have evidence here, 128. All signs point to them based on the insurmountable evidence. So this is a lot of different people here, a lot of different faces, and there's evidence here. It says all signs point to them. So meaning multiple people. So there is a lot of multiple people here, and you basically already know who they are and what they're talking about. Kind of reminds me of like I had a sister-in-law who she's my ex-sister-in-law now. She's a Virgo, and I remember confiding in her once about something, and I didn't confide in anybody else but her. Next thing you know, my brother and everybody and their mama was like bringing this up to me. The only thing I had confided in her, and I was like, "What the heck? How do they know?" And when I asked her about it, she says, "Oh, maybe your brother was listening at the window. Maybe, he was just like overhearing or something." But I thought, no, that's weird because he wasn't even around. He wasn't even at the house when I had told her that. So you see what I'm saying? And then, but again, everybody was kind of bringing it up or talking about it. And it's like, well, how did you hear about that? How did you find out about that? Oh, doesn't everybody know? Oh, and I thought, and then her sister too had mentioned it. And I was like, how do you know? Oh, well, doesn't everybody know that? And I'm like, no, I only told your sister. So it gives me that energy. So it's like you already know that something has been brought up or brought to your attention about a breakup or a move or a job change, whatever this situation is. It's like other people that shouldn't know about it know about it. So you already know who is involved here. You already have the evidence of who these people are. The fingers are pointing to them. And again, there's people that are mad because you don't want to tell them your business. You don't want to tell everybody your tea, and they're like offended. Okay, 108 breaks down to a 9. It says cleaning house, eliminating undesirables. That's exactly what you've done. You've been cleaning house, eliminating undesirables. And again, you've moved on. You've maybe moved, or you just cut these people off where you're just not like sharing, like all the stuff that they want to know. Okay. Again, I'm feeling like communication about like witchcraft, spell work, people communicating about that. So maybe they say that you've done that, or that they feel like you've done that to them, or they're saying that they've done that to you. But I feel like there's communication here about like darker energy. Okay, so something there. And we have 61 with peaked already. Their glory days are over. Look at that. The football player kind of reminds me of Al Bundy, right? Always talking about that high school touchdown. So maybe that's what another thing they might be saying about you, that maybe you're always bringing up the glory days or something good that happened, and you bring it up a lot, and they're like, yeah, why talk about that? Give us the new stuff. Give us the new tea, you know? So kind of reminds me of the Bears, right? What is that? The Chicago Bears, the uniform, the orangey color. So maybe, hmm. Okay, we have flings here, 37. Wild things, short-lived, and karmic connections. All these snakes are intertwining. So here with these karmic connections and these flings, these might even people that you've had flings with, or that you've had short relationships, short connections with, that are talking about you with other people. Or these are just people, again, talking about your relationships, or a relationship that they're saying, oh, it didn't last, they broke up, but I wonder if they broke up because of this, because of that. And again, it's kind of like all the stuff that they're imagining in their head, because they haven't got the tea from you. So they're just kind of making it up. Okay, we have 184 with fade away. Problems will be behind you. They will disappear out of your life. Time to heal and moving on. Exactly. That's exactly what you've been doing. With the Six of Swords, you've been moving on. You've been healing. And it's like you're trying to go to something better, like I said. Either a better job, a better life, just a better situation, period. You're trying to move to something better. And these things are going to lift away. The further you get away from these people and the situation, the better you're going to feel. Okay, let me get one more. Oh my gosh, the ice cream truck is passing by and it's playing the song, Oh, Susanna, Don't You Cry for Me. I come from Alabama with the banjo on my knee. I don't know if you can hear it. So maybe somebody from Alabama, somebody's named Susanna, or somebody crying for you, right? How it says, Don't you cry for me. Maybe they're saying, oh, you cry for them, or you cried for this heartache that you don't want to talk about. Oh, okay. And we have disappearing acts. Okay, ghosting, right? 139. Now you see them, now you don't. So ghosting people. So they are talking about you maybe ghosting them, or oh, they have ghosted you. But yeah, like I said, I feel like the communication isn't the same, or you're just not physically in their presence anymore. So they definitely are talking about that. Okay, let me go ahead and get you a few charms here. Okay, let's get these. Okay. So we have X. They're talking about like you and an X. Okay. We have the letter N. Somebody's name could start with N. I just heard Ned. Okay. Nancy. And then I heard Sid and Nancy. Okay. From, what was it? Sex Pistols. Love and peace. Love and peace. We have a heart here with a star. Okay. We have a snowflake. Snowflakes are very unique, very different. So you're very different, very unique. We have the letter E. We always have a letter E come out. We have a music symbol, so maybe music is important to you. Maybe you play an instrument, maybe you sing, maybe you're in a band, a group, something, right? But music is important to you. We have a crab here, Cancer energy. Ooh. We have the letter K, okay. We have a rhino here. To me, rhinos are always a very protective energy, like a soldier. So maybe the military, or you've been in the military, or dated somebody in the military, or something like that. But it's a very like soldier-like warrior type energy. Okay, we have a spider here. Spiders, connections, networking, communication. It's a lot of online stuff. So maybe people are talking about you online, or they're trying to connect with you, trying to get the tea from you, from whatever they see of you online, and then they talk about it, you know? We have a fairy here. So earth energy, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. So you might be an earth sign, or somebody that is earth sign energy. We have a mermaid. Oh, another mythical creature. Mermaid, water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So we have earth and water here. Oh, we have a seashell. Okay, seashell, more water again. So we have the mermaid and the seashell. Again, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. You can also be in a healing process right now, and how one of these cards did say something about healing, right? Like you're moving on to heal. So you might be in a healing process right now too. But the seashell also has to do with like communication and like spiritual communication. So another seashell. Oh my goodness. And this is a yellow one. So this is third chakra, the solar plexus. Huh. Very interesting. So the other seashell, being third chakra, this has to do with your confidence. And you did pick pile number 3, so maybe the number 3 has significance to you. The number 3 is also about creativity. It's about thinking outside the box. It's about expanding your mind. So maybe you're going to school, maybe you're learning a trade, maybe you're, taking up some type of extra course or something like that. Okay, and then we have a Pegasus here. Beautiful energy. Wow, a Pegasus. I feel like you definitely moved on. You're definitely moving to something better here with the Pegasus. It's like you're going towards freedom, something that is enriching your life. Okay, and then we have the sun and the moon here together. So we have the two very opposites together here as one. So the sun and the moon. So they're saying that you're different, like, or maybe that you changed. Like they're saying, oh, now you've become like night and day, as to where maybe you did share with them, maybe you did gossip with them, maybe you did indulge them in what was going on in your life. Now they're saying like you've cut them off. Now they're saying like you're secretive and they don't really know what's going on with you. Okay, we have a little girl here. I think this could be Dorothy from the Wizard of Oz. I'm not sure, but I think it is Dorothy. But we do have a little girl here, so maybe something about a child, or they're saying that you have a child, or you act like a child. And then what else do we have? We have a bunny rabbit playing tennis. Oh, maybe you play tennis? Or you like tennis? The bunny too is abundance, it's money. It's usually like, to me, the bunny is Empress energy, it's fertility. So maybe they're saying that you're pregnant or been pregnant, or if you're a masculine, they're saying you got somebody pregnant, or they're, again, here with the little girl, they're talking about like maybe a child, or being worried about a child, or being worried that you're going to have a child, something here with a child energy. It's also, it has to do with money too. And again, like I said, I feel like a lot of the gossip and things they say about you do have to do with finances. So here with like worries about money also. So maybe they're saying, how are you gonna have a child with there's when there's financial worries, And then we have this. It says, "You are my sunshine, my only sunshine." Oh my goodness. So maybe somebody sees you as their sunshine too. Or maybe you've sang this song to somebody before. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. So maybe you sang that to somebody before. Well, anyways, that's what I have for you, pile 3. I hope this message resonates, and I'll talk to you later. Bye. Hi, welcome, welcome, welcome. So for those of you who chose pile number 4, the Villain's Tarot, I always like to associate the piles with an element. And so for this pile, associated it with fire. So you could be an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Let me turn the light on. It's starting to get a little dark, so let's go ahead and get that light on. So let's go ahead and take a look at your cards. So pumpkin spice, naughty, and nice. What are people saying about you? And you did pick the Villain's Tarot, and I do feel the vibe here for you is definitely people talk about you being the villain. I feel very strong one person in particular. This could be an air sign, or you could be an air sign, and I feel like this person could even be somebody that has slept with you. Okay, it doesn't mean necessarily like, intimate type stuff, but like you could have even had them like sleep at your house, or you could have slept at their house. But I'm getting like, we've even slept under the same roof together, or we went camping together. It's like that type of thing where this was somebody that you were tight with at one time, whether it was a relationship, friendship, a family member, whatever it was. But I do feel like, again, like sleeping together, but not necessarily like in an intimate way. You know what I mean? But let's go ahead and take a look and see, what are people saying about you? I heard that you drive fast, or they're saying that you drive fast. So maybe you're a fast driver, or that's something they talk about. We have the Nine of Swords. Look at that. Gemini energy. Could also be Libra, Aquarius. Air element, like I said, I'm feeling an air sign. This is anxiety. This is not being able to sleep. And again, like I said, I feel like you and this person have slept under the same roof. Okay? So this is anxiety, not being able to sleep, having nightmares, being stressed out, anxious, depression. So maybe this is somebody that was going through that, and maybe you helped them through it, or you were going through that and they're saying they helped you through it. But again, I feel a very like bashing you type energy here coming through. Okay. And we have the moon. Look at that. Oh my God. We have the moon here, Cancer, Pisces, a lot of unknown, a lot of secrets. So, you know, this person is saying like they thought you were one way and it turned out to be another. And it's almost like they're saying they saw your true colors. This person definitely does put the intention to say that like things were not balanced between the two of you. So because I'm seeing scales, and they're saying that it was not balanced. So they could be a Libra or you could be a Libra, but I'm seeing them say like things were very like not balanced with you and this person. Or maybe they're saying you're just somebody that's not balanced. Okay, we have the Empress here, Taurus, Libra. Okay, and again, speaking of Libra, right, we have the Empress come out. So they could be saying that you're somebody you're somebody that definitely likes to have nice things, is what I'm getting. That they say like you kind of like that like bouginess, you know, that maybe you are somebody always looking in the mirror. She's looking here in the mirror, and it's like they're saying that maybe you're somebody that's always looking at yourself, that you're all about like yourself and primping and looking good and that type of thing. I do think they find you to be very beautiful, very attractive, but maybe that's not something they're going to tell people. Maybe they're just going to say like that you're into yourself, that you're full of yourself, that you're into looking younger. So it's like maybe you do like skincare routines and things like that. Okay, so we have the Knight of Wands in the reverse. Interesting. That's fire. Aries, Leo, Sag. And again, I'm getting that like very much like into yourself, like you, I matter, you know, that type of energy here. With this like little old hag, I think. Was she like an old hag, an old fairy? This little character here. And again, I feel like they say that you're very much into kind of like your looks, your face, like night creams and things like that. Like you're talking about like how you take care of your skincare routine and stuff like that, which there is nothing wrong with that. So I don't know how somebody could bash that, because it's actually a good thing to take care of your skin. Okay, and we have the Fool in the reverse. Oh my gosh. We have the Fool. And this is the guy, isn't he the guy from the movie, what is this, Hercules? Um, hmm. And then we have the Star in the reverse. Yeah, see, with the Star, I'm getting that feeling again, like with the Moon, like they've been under the stars with you. Like I said, maybe you've even gone camping with this person, because it's almost like they've been like, oh, we've looked at the stars at night, or we were outside at night, laying down, looking at the stars. You know what I mean? Like that type of energy, like I said, where I feel like they've even like slept with you, but maybe not in that way. You know what I mean? So here with the Fool also being in the reverse, I get the feeling that they're like telling people like almost like you don't know what to do with yourself, or you don't know what to do with your life, especially with the Knight of Wands next to it in the reverse. It's like they're saying that you're very impulsive, like you do one thing and then you go to another. You know, it's almost like you can't stick with one thing. It's like you change your mind. They're saying that you change your mind very quickly about things and you don't stick with them. Very interesting. I feel like this person, because I mean, we could have a lot of different people that talk about you, but like I said, I feel like it's one main person and that stands out. And I feel like this person talks this way because they're hurt by you. For some reason, they are hurt by you, but they use anger as a tool to express the hurt. You know what I mean? Instead of like saying I'm hurt or I'm sad or whatever, they use anger as their tool of choice to work through that, which isn't really working through it, because again, it's all anger. So, all right, let's go ahead and get you some of these cards. This is my friend Raya's Graffiti deck, volume 1. I also have volume 2, but she also has volume 3 out. So I'm going to have her shop in my description. So you can click on the link I have so you can check out her decks. She has a lot of decks. And these graffiti decks really do give the tea. So let's go ahead and get some tea. Pile 4. What do people say about you, Pile 4? Yeah, I'm hearing like they say you're selfish. We have gaslighting. Oh my goodness. Psychological manipulation, blames without reflecting. Definitely, like I said, this person. Okay, psychological manipulation, blames without reflecting. So maybe they say that you were gaslighting them, that you were manipulating them, that this and that, but it's really them. It's really them and how they use their words to like tell people, like to bash you to people. Oh my goodness. And see how he's wearing like that gas mask? Again, I feel like they talk about like your skin routine. Like maybe you wear a lot of masks at night, like facial masks, those mud masks, those type of masks, you know, to like take care of your skin. Which again, like that's why would they bash on that? Okay, naive financially. Big spender with no money, used financially, little concept of money. So that could also be another thing that they say, because like I said, I feel like they say that you like the finer things of life, that you like all the nice clothes and all, you know, you like to look good, you like to look put together, and they probably say like that you spend more than what you have. Like it says little concept of money. Okay. We have apathetic, 69. Could not care less, gives you the cold shoulder. So again, this is how they play the part. You know, they play the part like, oh, I don't care. Oh, I don't even like pile 4. I was cool with them before, but yeah, I don't like them. Oh, and again, I said that's all that hurt they have. They use it as anger. So it's almost like the angrier they are with you and the more they bash you, it's like the more hurt that is inside of them. Okay, we have 105 here with scare tactics. Arousing fear and alarm. Oh my gosh. So yeah, they definitely do bash you. And they, you know, arousing fear and alarm. Like they tell people, oh, I'm warning you about pile 4. Don't talk to them. Don't date them. Don't be their friend. Yeah, because they're terrible. So they really, again, but it all comes from a place of hurt. For some reason, they're very hurt by you. Okay. We have fear base again. Look at that. So we have scare tactics and we have fear base. Wants you to stay due to fear, illusions, emotional manipulation. There it is again, and self-limiting beliefs. This person is definitely an emotional manipulator, and they tell people all these terrible things about you to get them to kind of keep away from you. But this person, it says they want you to stay, but it's due to their fear that they're going to bash you. Wow. Okay, this person just needs some help. Okay, let's go ahead and get some cards from volume 2. Okay, let's go ahead and get some cards. Unfinished business as I'm cutting it. See, that's what I'm telling you. This person is hurt and they're using anger as that tool to bash you with it. Okay, so we have the rising star here. Wow. Recognition and praise for your hard work, quickly gaining status or success, moving upward. So this is another thing that people are seeing, and they're probably talking about that, about how you are a rising star, how you're being recognized for your projects, for your work. It says for your hard work, gaining status or success. Maybe both, right? Moving upward. So again, you're working really hard to change things, to have a better life, something that people are talking about, but then we have somebody that just kind of bashes it. Okay, we have unwanted attention, being put on the spotlight in an uncomfortable way, harassment, scrutiny, invasion of personal space. Wow. All up in your business, watching you. Basically, this unwanted attention is like somebody watching you all up in your business because they see that you are that rising star, and that is really bothering them. Okay. And we have the ignored red flags. Oh, refusing to see the truth, makes up excuses. Yep. Oh, blinded by love and wears rose-colored glasses. Speaking of the glasses, right? This girl with the binoculars, like maybe you didn't see the red flags about this person, you know, and it's like now you actually do see how they are. 43 breaks down to a 7. This could be somebody that you worked with. Could be a Capricorn too. That's what I'm getting. Could be a Capricorn, Sagittarius, or Sagittarius moon too is what I'm getting. I'm definitely getting Sagittarius or Sagittarius moon, which Sagittarius is a fire sign. So And we have financial windfall, 148. Money is flowing to you. Wow, effortlessly. Lottery win or huge money luck. Someone owes you. Look at that. Wow. So you have this rising star card, the financial windfall, and you are being watched. And it's like really bothering somebody. And they're like, I don't care. I don't care that pile four won the lottery. I don't care that pile four is succeeding at their job. I don't care. It's really bothering them. It's really bothering them. And like I said, the more hurt that they feel, the more they're going to bash you, honestly. So if you're going to be doing good and succeeding more, just be ready. Expect it. She has the binoculars here watching this guy. Look at that. So this could be somebody that you did date. If it wasn't just like a friend, this could be somebody that you actually maybe went out with or dated. But they're definitely watching you. Could be at work or it could be through social media. See, with this financial windfall, it's like you have more money now to spend, but then they're telling people that you actually don't have it, that you're just a big spender without the money. Burnout blues, 184. Okay. The toll of relentless work and stress takes its effect, exhausted by trying too much and too hard. So I also get that they tell people like you try too hard, like you try too hard to look good, you try too hard to fit in, you try too hard, but you actually do put in a lot of work. And like I said, this could even be somebody from work, but you actually do put in a lot of hard work. And this person just says that you just kind of like pretend, like you play the part of it, but you're not really doing the hard work. I'm getting this person might even be like in love with you or obsessed with you, but they don't even realize it. To them, they hate you. To them, they don't like you. But there's something there that they don't even know. It's like with this moon card here. I feel like it's even hidden from them. It's almost like they don't acknowledge it or express it. Kind of reminds me of like, like in elementary school when little boys like a girl, they'll go and like pull her hair or they'll tell her she's ugly and things like that. And it's really because they like her, but they act mean, and it's like, what the hell, so again, it's like not expressing it. And this is what I feel from this person. I feel like the more this person says they dislike you, it's kind of like internally it's like these feelings of like they want more, kind of like Arnold, right? From the show Hey Arnold, that cartoon. And with Helga, like Helga is such a bully with Arnold, but she's in love with Arnold. She's secretly in love with him, but she's such a bully to him. I mean, he sees her and he's almost like, oh crap, let me hide because she's gonna bully me. Like she trips him, she spills things on him, she says mean things to him. She's like so mean, but she really is secretly in love with him. So I'm getting that kind of vibe here. It's kind of like, the more this person bashes you, like the more we know that they're feeling some type of way about you that they won't even acknowledge. And they could have even have tried to maybe go out with you or hit you up or say let's be more than friends, something, right? Because here with this Fool in the reverse, it's almost like they're hurt by the fact that they couldn't get anything further like with you. So I'm getting that energy here. You could have somebody playing the part of such a heavy hater when they're really a fan. Okay, we have sea lioning. Okay? Passive aggressive trolling, pretending to be curious, but actually wants to harass or derail. Look at that. This person is lion. They are a sea lion on you. They're passive aggressive trolling, pretending to be curious, but actually wants to harass or derail you. Exactly. They're trying to harass you. They're trying to throw you off. They're trying to like push people away too, because they're telling people don't talk to pile four because they're like this and this. And it's really all just to kind of isolate you or isolate others from wanting to like be around you. This full energy in reverse here. It's like so they won't want to approach you or interact with you. Okay, let's go ahead and just get you some charms. Get some few charms here. All right, pile 4, some charms. Okay, there we go. Oh, we have a feather here. Okay, we have a feather here. I just heard light as a feather, stiff as a board. So maybe The Craft. Maybe you like the movie The Craft or something about that, doing witchy stuff, right? Okay, and we have, is this the 7th chakra? Yes, I think we have the 7th. I'm not sure if this is the 6th or the 7th. Yes, this is the 7th chakra here. So information coming in, downloads. We have Libra, the symbol of Libra. Okay, so maybe a Libra sign. Like I said, I do feel air heavy. Okay, we have the ship's wheel. Okay, so it's like things turning in a different direction, things turning like the wind. This person could have turned like the wind on you, and you're kind of like, what the hell? What happened? What did I say? What did I do? And this person just turned on you. Okay, we have, what is this? We have the 4 of Swords here. Look at that. 4 of Swords. This person needs healing for sure. This is somebody that needs to heal because they definitely do, like I said, they talk a lot of negative things about you. When there's like issues within themselves, they have to acknowledge. So air element, like I said, I feel heavy air. What is this? Oh, it's a squirrel. I thought it was like scissors. It's a little squirrel on the branch holding its nuts. Okay. Okay. The squirrel does talk about kind of like restricting oneself. So again, I feel like this person is trying to restrict others from interacting with you. It's almost like this person wants you to themselves. And it's almost like if I can't have you, no one can type of energy here with the squirrel. Okay, we have a little sucker here, a pink and white sucker, which is heart chakra. And yeah, so this person definitely has their heart invested in you, but they're not going to say it or even admit it to themselves. And then with the sucker, this person is like a sucker for you. We have the telephone here. Okay, so yeah, this is somebody that is talking about you. Maybe they talk on the phone to other people about you. Okay, we have a turtle here. There's a lot of wisdom here with the turtle, and the turtle carries his home on his back. Like I said, maybe you've even been in the same home with them, slept in the same home, shared the same home, maybe you were roommates, whatever, but it's something about the home with this person. You shared a home, you shared, a connection here. Okay, so we do have the Anka, is that how it's pronounced? The eternal life symbol. I definitely feel like this person feels like there is a past life connection here with you. And it's almost like they're angry that it seems like you're out of reach to them in this life. Okay, so we have a bulldog here. Oh, how cute. We have a bulldog. Maybe you have a bulldog or this person, or you've talked about a bulldog or seen a bulldog recently. Okay, here we have, oh, a bird with his wings open because he's flying. Again, it's like you moved on. You're flying. You're spreading your wings. You're a star that is on the rise. You're definitely a star that is on the rise. Where's that card? Where is that card? Anyways, you are a star that is on the rise. The bird is also communication, and it's also gossip. So definitely, again, this person definitely gossips about you. Could gossip a lot on the phone. We have the arrow here. Okay, so here with the arrow, it's like you are the target of this person's anger, their gossip, their whatever. You are the target of it. We have an elephant here, which is feminine energy. So again, this could be a female or a group of females or even an older female because it is the elephant. The elephant's very old and wise. So this could be somebody older than you, an older female that talks about you. Okay. The elephant also has to do with feminine ancestors. So you do have your feminine ancestors protecting you and watching your back too. Okay, we have love here. So somebody, yeah, they could definitely be in love with you. We have the letter C. We have the letter G. We have the letter N. We have the word laugh, the little charm that says laugh. We have the little charm that says forever. Yeah, exactly. It's like this person maybe thought this was going to be forever, but again, they're the ones that like switched up on you. They somehow like switched up on you real quick with attitude and how they act towards you. We have a can opener here. So it's like opening up. This person, again, they talk about you, but because they just want to almost like mention you because it's like they can't even open up with themselves about how they really feel. We have the octopus here. Oh my gosh, I was seeing the octopus in my mind's eye, but I didn't say anything. But here it is. There it is. Octopus to me is always Gemini energy. So again, air. This could be an air sign. And the octopus is a really good like animal medicine for multitasking, for doing a lot of hard work, for just getting things done, being really good at being like the jack of all trades. But when it's in low vibration, the octopus is somebody very nosy, somebody all up in your energy to where it's like you can almost feel them breathing on your neck type of energy. When it's like they're so busy all up in your energy, they're using all those tentacles to like wrap themselves around you and be all up in your energy. So eesh. Okay, we have the sun here. Okay, again, you're like, you're standing out, you're shining, and this person sees that. And we have, oh, the high priestess here, Pisces energy, very intuitive. Hmm. This person knows you're very intuitive, so it's like they know that you already know that they're saying these things about you, but at the same time it's like they don't care, because it's like they want you to be aware that they're talking negative about you. Okay, and then we have a cat here, and the cat looks like he's laying down taking a nap. So the cat, again, very intuitive, very witchy, spiritual, but he looks like he's taking a nap. So again, about sleeping, right? I'm getting a lot about sleeping or sleeping. Oh, look, this card, she's sleeping. See, I'm getting a lot of that energy. Like you were sleeping with this person. And like I said, it doesn't have to be in that kind of way. We could have just been sleeping under the same roof, right? Roommates, they're in their room, you're in your room, or you could have actually been sleeping together, or again, sleeping under the stars, or also with the sleeping cat. This cat might be having this person might be having a lot of dreams about you, like with the sleeping cat here, or you might be dreaming this person, and you're like, oh, why am I dreaming them? Well, because they're all up in your energy, like this octopus here. This person is so wrapped in your energy that you might even be having dreams of them, which you know. Okay. All right. Well, that's all I have for you. I hope this message resonates, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.